start recording. So thank you guys for taking your time out of your night to join in for the Adult Spring Softball meeting. I know with 5 teams for the co-ed and 5 teams for the men, it'll be a little different, but I'm just glad we are getting to play. My name is Joshua Sandin. If I didn't introduce myself already, I took over adult sports for the town of Windsor. Tiki used to be in charge of the adult sports, but he's still here to help me out. I just want everyone to know that, if there's any issues ever, or you have any thoughts, any ways I can change or we can do adult sports better, just let me know. And then Becky is also tuning in, and she will be out supervising pretty much every adult sport event, or we try and have her out there, since she knows a lot of you guys that are playing, and she just has been involved with the town and has done an awesome job. So, and Becky, if I'm going over anything and you want to tune in, just jump in. So this year for this spring league, it was hard to get teams to sign up. So we do have 5 for the men's league and 5 for the co-ed league. So we've decided we're going to do 6, 7, and 8 o'clock time slots for both men's on Mondays, and then 6, 7, 8 o'clock for the co-ed on Friday nights. And the games will still be played out at Diamond Valley or Future Legends, but we're still going to call it Diamond Valley. So everything is going to be the same out there. We're going to play on field number 1 for most of the season. With the weather, that snowstorm 2 weeks ago, we're still trying to get the field ready. There's a lot of moisture and some snowdrift still. So we might have to, when I release the schedule tomorrow, it'll say field 1, and I will let you guys know for men's on Monday if I have to change that to field 3 or a different field, depending on how we get the fields ready to go. But for the first Friday, or next Friday, April 2nd, for co-ed, games will be on field 1 out at Diamond Valley. And for co-ed, so for this spring league, there wasn't an option to sign up for Division 1 or Division 2. We just thought, let's have one division for co-ed. But for men's, we did have the option to sign up for Division 1 or Division 2. And we had everyone sign up for men's. The 5 teams we did get to sign up, they all signed up for Division 2. So with that, I wanted to, at the end, maybe talk with, or I'll email the men's league, but I want to start the season out with Division 2 rules as regards to, or everyone just playing equally with no equalization rule or anything like that. And then if we would have to implement it, if there are a couple of good teams that are, I want everyone to have fun. So if there's a couple teams that are just kicking everyone's butt out there, I want everyone to have fun and make it equal for everyone. But right now it's just going to be 1 division for the co-ed and 1 division for the men's. And for the managers, for you guys' responsibilities, you guys are responsible obviously for yourself and then for your players. So just keeping them in check and in line. If there's any issues, they don't like the call, keeping them in check with their language, and then just letting them know what's going on throughout the season with schedules, and letting them know when the games are, so we don't have teams not showing up or lack of players. So just, you guys are responsible for your whole team and monitoring the roster. So this year we're going to do like we did in the fall. We're going to have the individual player waiver forms. So just making sure everyone does fill out those forms. We're also doing these individual player waiver forms for contact tracing, just in case if we need to know who is there individually that we know can send out to the team. So we're going to keep with the individual player waiver forms. I'm going to send those out tomorrow along with some more information, but we'll have those out the first night of games. I'll have those at the supervisor table. If one of your players or anyone forgot to fill it out, I'll have copies where you guys can fill those out. I'll send out a copy of the quick rules, or the league rules, and all the rules for the league tomorrow as well. Those are also on Team Sideline. If you guys could just be familiar with those rules, look those over. I know a lot of you have been part of the league for a long time now, so you guys know how we run things with our Windsor modifications and everything, but just be familiar with those. And with the schedule, I will send the schedule out tomorrow. And with having only 5 teams, we're going to do 5 weeks, and each team will have a double header 1 week. We'll guarantee those 6 games. And I also wanted to have it 5 weeks, because with the weather in the spring, if we would have to cancel, we have that 1 week buffer of May 3rd, where if we would have to reschedule, we'll have that week where we can get those games in. Fingers crossed we don't have to reschedule because of weather, but that'll be just that 1 week buffer just in case anything does happen. And your responsibility is also to just communicate with our staff. If it's Becky out there supervising, if it's another supervisor out there, or a scorekeeper, I want you guys to be the main contacts, to be the one, if there are any issues, to talk with Becky first, and keep that line of communication open. This is not my first year with adult sports. I guess last fall I did adult sports, but I want to be able to know how you guys are feeling, how I can run the league better, how we can do things more efficiently, or change rules, or I want to be open to changing things up and seeing how it goes. I want adult sports to get back a lot of teams, more than 5 teams for the men's league and the co-eds league. I want this to be, a town of Windsor where people go to play adult sports and to have fun. So I value your guys' opinions so much. So just keep that line of communication open with the staff. If it goes to umps, scorekeepers, Becky, supervisors, me. So, and then as uniforms, please just try and have the same colored shirt. I know a lot of you guys have matching jerseys. We have our matching Young Gun jerseys. And then lineup cards, I'll send those out tomorrow as well with some more information. And for lineup cards, just get those to the scorekeeper before the game with the player's last name and first name. And then this is the player waiver form I will have out at the supervisor table. I'll send this out. If you guys can send this out to your team to have them fill it out prior to the first game, that would be great. But if you can't, we'll have copies at the supervisor table for everyone to fill out. But they do have to be filled out before playing. And each player, you have to be 16 years old to play on the team, and you can only play on one team. You can't play on a co-ed team or a men's team. It just can't be, you can't play on multiple teams in the same league. And for 0 tolerance for ejections and substitutions. So if a player gets ejected and you don't have a substitution, then you are subject to forfeit that game if you don't have a substitute on your lineup card. So as a Young Guns, we have a team manager on our team where we always list at the bottom of the lineup card as our substitute, just in case if one of our players, hopefully not, with me being in charge of adult sports for the town of Windsor and Tiki, we wouldn't want to give that example of getting ejected, but we have sometimes some hotheads on our team. So if anything would happen, then we would be able to substitute our guy in there who's on the lineup card. And then for results and standings, we're not going to have a postseason tournament for this spring league, but I will still update the scores after the games. For the men's Monday night league, I will do that on Tuesday. And then for co-ed, if I come in Saturday, I will get those scores up, or the following Monday.
So Josh, I have a quick question. So you said no tournament this year at all?
Not for this spring league. So for this spring league, it is going to be 6 games. We want to see how this goes. If kind of like a warm up to the summer league,
okay.
Summer/fall. For the summer league, it'll start in July and it'll go all the way through October. And that'll be our big main adult softball league for co-ed and men's, where there'll be an end of the season tournament. And that season will have 10 to 12 games, 10 games guaranteed for that season. So,
okay, what's the proposed start date for the July or summer fall league?
So the week of July 12th.
July 12th. Okay.
July 12th will be the first Mondays, and then that Friday for co-ed, and then the co-ed tournament will be on October 2nd, and I believe October 2nd, October 9th are the Saturdays for either men's or co-ed. I can send out more information.
Yeah, it's usually the second.
It'll be
which always coincides with first rifle elk for the crazy Colorado people. So we end up losing like half of our team. It's all
Yeah.
good.
So, but yeah, I will definitely, and for that, so, and the summer league, summer and fall, that is able to, you guys can register for that now. It is available in the, to sign up. It is open on Rec Track and on Recreation Lives Here. If you want to go in there, and it has information on there and everything, but, yeah, so if you guys want to sign up, I'm going to definitely try and do a lot of marketing to get a lot of teams for that July or that summer fall league. But yeah, so middle of July, we're doing that. The reason is we are running out of space for our youth sports. So we decided to do this 6-week shorter spring season and then have 2 months off where we can utilize all our field space for all our youth programs, and then we'll be able to get back out there July through October. So that's the reasoning behind it. Just trying to be able to fit all our youth or all our sports programs with the facilities we have. So, but with that, so with COVID protocols, so it is getting a lot better with being outside. By April 4th, there's going to be no restrictions. So spectators are definitely allowed this year, but we will still have sanitizer available in each dugout. And I still recommend you guys to bring your own sanitizer, and also to, not share equipment, to have your own bats or gloves or be able to sanitize that. And then for food and drinks right now, I'm planning on getting, we'll have concessions out there, but not probably this first week. The concessions out at Diamond Valley, there was a pipe broke, and we are trying to fix that right now, get that all working. So the first week, there probably won't be concessions, but hopefully we'll have that the second week. But please just bring your own drinks and don't share any food or drinks. And then for the face coverings, we're outside, so it's encouraged if you guys can wear those, if you can stay socially distant, but those aren't required. And then spectators, so this was the best part about 2021 so far. We can have spectators at adult sports. We won't have, like I said, at capacity. It'll be just pretty much like normal. We'll ask though to try and stay socially distant, and then if you can wear a mask if you aren't just right now. We're still in COVID-19, but it has gotten a lot better with being outside, which is very exciting. So it should be more of like a normal summer league out, or how it felt before COVID, which is exciting. And then to get into the rules, so we follow the USSSA rules with our Windsor modification. So 55-minute time with 7 innings, and then at the beginning of each game, there'll be a coaches meeting to determine with a coin flip, or sometimes the ump they do funny stuff. Sometimes they determine who's the home team or away team. And then for the run rule, we'll have, if it's 10 runs after 5 innings, 15 after 4, or 20 runs after 3. And for the home run rule, that's where it was getting, if I do have to implement a Division I and Division II, if the first week, if the games are going, if they're more lopsided than I would like, then I will implement that rule. But right now, we're just going to go with 1 home run per game, and then it's just going to be in a single out after that. It won't be inning ending unless we would have to break it up to Division I and Division II. And then the bat through lineup. So you can have up to 16 players bat through on your lineup card. Or you don't have to do a bat through lineup card, but most teams do that. And then for men's, you can, for less than 10 players, it'll be out for the first time through the order. And then for co-ed, if you have less than 10 players, you can certainly play with a non-number. This has to be more females than males. The minimum number of players for both men's and co-ed is 8 players. So if it is for co-ed, you just have to have 4 females and 4 males out there playing for co-ed, if you would have a minimum of 8. And if there's a game that you might not have all your players, we have a free agent list where we have a lot of players interested that they don't necessarily have their whole team that they want to, or they don't have a team that they can sign up and play. So they're interested in joining in on pretty much any team. So if you would know a week where you're struggling to find players, reach out to me and I can certainly send you some contact information to get some more players for your team. And then for ball and strike count, so we do start with a 1-and-1. So if you want to remind your players of that. And then for the flip-flop rule, so if the away team is up by 20, let's say after their second time up at bat, and the home team then would have, if they wouldn't score and they'd still be down by 20, then you would flip-flop. Home team becomes the away team becomes the home team, and they'd have the opportunity to not be down by 20 to continue on the game with that flip-flop rule. Like I said, with you can play a minimum of 8 or with 8 players, and it'll just be out for the first time through the lineup. For the equalization rule, that is if I will have to implement the Division 1 or Division 2, but right now it's just going to be playing straightforward. Everyone is on the same page with that. And then for uniforms, just similar color jerseys. And then for footwear, just plastic cleats only. The umps will check those. We just want to make sure everyone's safe out there and not sliding in with metal cleats and all that. And then bats, just USSSA approved bats. And then for the game schedule, so it will start this upcoming Monday, the week of 29th. It'll be on Team Sideline. I will email all you guys the schedule, or when I release it with more information. 6 games guaranteed. We'll start right now. When I created the schedule, it ends the week of April 26th, but we have that 1 week buffer just in case if weather does with one team, or each team will have a 1 night with a double header. No postseason tournament, but we still will have trophies. We are going to have a first place or t-shirts for the first place league, and then trophies for first through third for league for this spring season.
One
And
more
then,
question, Josh. I'm full of questions.
Hmm?
Gil, I need you to ask more questions. So what's the earliest start time for these games, since there's only 5 teams? Is it going to be 7 o'clock, 7 to 9, or
We're going to
be
do
a
6.
sooner?
It's going to be a 6, 7, and 8 o'clock time slot.
Okay.
I was just thinking with it being a little chilly in the spring, having it earlier start would be better overall for us. So
The
that's
only
why
time I
went
can
6,
hit
7,
well
8.
is when it's cold. It's the only time my balls travel far.
Yeah.
Darn, I want the 9 o'clock games. Okay.
Well, hey, I fingers crossed. Hopefully it's not cold, but I feel like there'll be a couple nights in there where it'll be pretty chilly. So that'll
Colorado, Josh. If it doesn't snow, it's a good day.
That is true.
Right.
I know. Yeah.
Thank you. Don't shake your head at me. It's true. You know.
And RJ, you've been answering all the questions or asking all the questions for me, bro.
All right. Happy to help.
All right.
Well,
So
since
just,
I got one more for you then, Josh, would you, when you send out the link with the schedules and the waivers,
Yep.
I believe there used to be a link to send that actual waiver instead of a PDF.
Yeah.
'Cause I usually just text my group, so
Yep.
then they can just click on the link.
Yeah,
fill it
I
out
can.
themselves.
I can send you guys. I can
Sweet.
send everyone a link to
Awesome.
Team Sideline where it has each the lineup cards, the rules, and the player waiver form. I can send a link where it takes each player to that, or they can fill it out. And if they don't fill it out, then we'll have plenty of copies at Diamond Valley that first night. If I know with printing it, printing it out, it's kind of tough sometimes. People get busy,
Yeah.
so we'll have those extra copies, but I'll send that out.
All right. Thanks.
A link where you guys can be able to make it easier for your players to fill that out tomorrow. I'll let you know when I publish the schedule. I'll email everyone letting you know that the schedule is live along with the links to all that information.
Cool. Gil and Debbie, thanks too. Thanks. We're all thanking you. Good job, Josh. You're doing great.
Thank you. All right, so just a reminder, no drinking at Diamond Valley or any sports parks in Windsor. And then for ejection, so that could be a player, a manager, spectator, team representative, anyone. If they do get ejected, most of the time it's because loud cursing is going on. And if that happens, they get ejected, they have to leave the facility immediately. And it could be a possible team forfeit if they refuse to leave or if they don't have a substitute. So that's where it goes back to always having a substitute listed on the lineup card down there. That's not in the batting lineup, but you have a substitute just in case you would get an ejection. If you are ejected, then you're suspended for the rest of that game and then the following game too. And then just some miscellaneous, so no music playing inside or outside the dugout. And then this year with spectators allowed, just keep an eye on your kiddos that you bring, or if you bring your dog. And then we'll be on field 1, so you'll be in charge of going to get those home run balls that you hit over the fence out there. So just remind your teammates of that. So if you hit the home run, usually if we hit it, we have to go get it. That's how the young guns, we try and make it. So just remind your team that. All right, I think that is all. Becky, do you have anything to add, or do you guys have any questions for me?
I do not have anything to add, but Gil and RJ, please behave yourselves. You do not have me for this 6 weeks on Monday nights, so be nice to the supervisor that's out there.
Well, what are you talking about? Why aren't you out there?
Because I didn't think about it and I signed up for a college class and it's on Monday nights. And so
you don't need college anymore. Don't worry about that.
School's
So
for fools, Becky.
I know, but I needed my continuing education hours to keep my license. So I decided to take it.
By the way, have fun in Florida though.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
And Josh, thanks for everything, buddy. You've been great at communicating with us and sending those emails. And thanks everyone, whoever decided to go ahead and let us play with the 5. I'm thrilled about that. So
yeah. Thank you guys for wanting to play. I know it's not ideal, but I'm just glad, we can get out there and enjoy it again in more normal settings. So I appreciate you guys for wanting to be involved. And I've talked with Becky a lot about, we want to get the adult sports back to, it's glory days with a lot of teams and everything. And this is just the start of it. So I appreciate you guys a lot too. So thank you.
Can you guys imagine having cemetery days out on 3 fields?
no.
Oh, well, besides the drinking and the falling out of the car and whatever else that happens.
Half my team misses the drinking part, but that's okay. It's better for me that they're not drinking anyway. So
You know what? I've had to stick less fingers in foreheads without drinking out there.
yeah, they get over it. Hey Josh, quick question for you.
Yeah.
Since I already paid that spring or the summer thing, and I guess it's in a pending queue, is there any way you can help me with that and get me or our team registered for that?
Yes, I will give you a call tomorrow so we can figure everything out, but yeah.
Gil, why don't you just sponsor our team instead? It'll be okay.
I know, man. I had to go out and get a sponsor, bro. That's why we actually paid in
Good.
advance.
I know.
I don't know how you guys find sponsors. We've been trying to find a sponsor for the Young Guns ever since we were 16, and we can never find a sponsor.
Well, this is just a rich friend of mine. It's his company.
Oh, Justin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell Justin he can sponsor us too. I'll let him.
You sponsor the league.
Yeah, exactly. He'll do it too.
I think he should do it. That sounds good.
I'll let him know next time I talk to him.
Sweet. Well, I will email everyone tomorrow when I release the schedule. And if you guys want to look over the schedule, if you see a day where you might not be able to make that game or it's not a good time, I can certainly try and switch things around and make it where everyone can get to those games or play those games. So just take a look at that when I send out or when I let you know when it's live, and then let me know if you have any concerns or questions or anything, and I can certainly help you out with that. If not, thank you guys. If you guys don't have any more questions, thank you, and I will be emailing you all tomorrow. So I appreciate it.
Thank you. See you in a couple weeks, Becky. Have fun in Florida.
Yeah, Becky, have fun.
Yeah. All right, thanks,
Thank you.
Josh.
See y'all.
Thanks. See you
Bye,
guys.
guys. See ya.